So this old Infiniti is a pretty nice ride. It's got a lot of things going for it. For being as old as it is, it's a 98 model. It's about 17 years old now. And a whole ton of miles on it. So far it's been pretty trouble free, cheap to own and maintain. So really like it. One thing I don't like about this car is the headlights. Ever since I've had this car, about a year now, I've been dealing with trying to see very well at night, and part of it's I've never been really my nighttime vision has never been that great to begin with, so that's not helping. But these headlights, these are just plain halogen headlights, and they're just not that effective. And if you look at these, it has the just has this plain, this is a 9003 bulb in here, a high and a low combination in one bulb. And it has the clear front lens, I guess you would say, with a, I guess you would call that a multi-facet reflector at the rear of it. So for 98, it's probably pretty current for that year, but these days it's just not that good. So let's go in the car here. I'll show you what I bought. I may immediately get comments and say, "Oh, those suck, you shouldn't have bought those," but they were on sale and had a rebate on them, so I pulled the trigger and bought them. I bought a new set of headlight bulbs, and these are, cover up the name a little bit, but these are these ZXE, and they are supposedly kind of give the effect of HID. It says they're HID attitude xenon fueled, not sure what that means, but anyway, they're silver stars, Sylvania silver stars, and they're just a direct replacement bulbs for them. So hopefully I'm going to accomplish a couple things with this, putting these in. Number one, hopefully get a little bit better illumination on the road, maybe with a little bit less yellow light and more of a, wider, bluish wider light. Maybe have some more definition, because one thing, especially in the rain, the roads around here, the state of Alabama is not very good at putting reflectors and stripes on the roads, so that's a problem. So hopefully that'll help. And also, kind of wanting to update this car a little bit as far as the lighting goes. I'm all about LED lighting, and so far there's not been LED headlight bulbs that have proven to be very good as far as I can tell, so I'm not going to do that with the headlights. So we'll try these, and maybe this will also give a little bit more modern look. I also, at the rear, I did go ahead and replace the tag light bulbs. It's got two 168 bulbs on the tag up in there, so I replaced those with LEDs, and I may replace the backup lights with LEDs also. But the thing is I want to do that, and I want to do the turn signal bulbs also. But the turn signal bulbs, I think you have to have a certain flasher unit to use those kind of bulbs, and I may have to do some research on that. So I haven't done that yet, but that may be in the plans. But anyway, that should help with the looks of the front end, and like I said, maybe give me some more lighting capability. And it has driving lights on it, which I run those all the time, and I can tell you this much: those driving lights are pathetic. They don't shed any light. When I'm in the car, I'll show you this later. I'm going to take it out after a while, and we'll do a little driving example. But the fog lights or driving lights are useless. So I think what I'm going to do on that is I may see if I can find a set of affordable LED bulbs for the driving lights and just use those. So I was inspired to do this partially by Robert Spinner. His YouTube name is Robert DIY. He's got a good channel, does a lot of Volvo work. So check his channel out also. But he's done something like this. He went ahead and went to the straight HEID. Yeah, that's him. The straight HID conversions on his Volvo, and they look really good. And I was considering doing that. I'll tell you what I was originally considered. This car is a 98. This is the same as a 97 through an 01, this generation Q45. And so 97, 98 were essentially the exact same. And the 99, 2000, 2001 had more features on them. And one thing I wish that this car had was those cars, later cars, came with factory HID headlights, and they were also adjustable. They had a little switch in the car in there. And I toyed around with the idea of converting this one to HID using the factory equipment. There's a couple of those cars in the junkyard right now I could get all the stuff off of, but looking at the service manual, the factory service manual, and comparing the wiring diagram, thing like that, it's just going to be a headache. So I'm not going to go the HID route right now. Got somebody turning around over here, I guess. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to probably attach on the driving segments onto this. I know these videos kind of ran kind of long, but I get complaints every once in a while from people that don't like things broken up into different videos, and I kind of notice some of my subscriptions are pretty bad about that, and I get annoyed at that, and I have trouble following along with the subject at hand. So we're probably just going to do one video, and I'll take you around, and I'll drive it tonight with the original headlights in it, and then tomorrow I'll swap out these bulbs because the airbox and the battery have to come out to change those headlights. They just come out of the unit, you know, you just take them out of the back, but there's no room back there. That thing's packed pretty tight, so we're going to do that. So I'll bring you up to speed on that. And oh yeah, check this out. I finally gave this thing a bath yesterday. I can't stand a dirty car. I hate that. So I had to go ahead and wash it. Need to wax it too, I guess. Alright guys, well, stay tuned, sit tight. In just a couple seconds you'll see some more action video. Bye. There's a head-on shot. Looked pretty good from here, maybe better on the camera, but it just don't seem to throw out a whole lot of light. We'll see if we can improve on that, but let's take a little ride, and we'll take a circuit around and see what it looks like from the driver's compartment. kind of a darker area across the intersection. A few lights, but it's pretty dark. I'm going to turn the fog lights off and on so you can see that. Or the driving lights, you can see the difference. Off, on, off, on. High beams. Street lights, just kind of give you an idea how it stacks up without washout. power is so addictive. Alright, thanks for riding along. Alright, I thought I would shoot a little video right in the middle of this headlight replacement. This is really simple. You just got to take the battery out. That's kind of a pain, but that one needed to come out anyway because I had to deal with these. I had a real corroded battery clamp here, battery terminal, so I had to work that over with my steel bristle brush a whole lot to get back down to copper on that and clean the terminals of the battery up. That battery's about 4 years old. I don't know how much life it's got left, but hopefully it'll last a while. But anyway, to get the headlight capsules out, you just simply on each side rotate this cover. It comes right off. It's got a little O-ring to seal it out, and then in there you can see there's the plug. And what you do is you unplug it, just pull that off. I've already replaced this one, so I don't want to do that again, but just take the plug off, and then you have a little spring clip right here. It's got it just pops right out like that. That's what holds the capsule in. Just pop it back under. So fits right in there. It's no problem at all to do that. So that's done on this side. Got one more left to do. I have to disassemble that air box to do it. I want to show you something. This is a headlight that came out of here, and this is just one of your standard halogen headlights. And I looked on this, and well, I guess it'd help if I held it in the front of the camera, wouldn't it? Looked on that, and yeah, I think that's the low beam there, the one with a shield behind it, and you can see that one looks a little strange, like it was trying to burn out. So it was probably getting close to the end of its lifespan, and it should, because I was looking on this. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. You see that? That says Koito Japan, DO2H92H4, etc., etc. Well, you know what that means? That is likely the original headlight bulb on that side in this car. After 17 years. So don't anybody say anything about Japanese cars don't last. It's a freaking original headlight bulb in this thing. It could have been replaced once, maybe to Infiniti dealer, but I doubt it, because they don't usually stock. See, usually when cars like this are built, they put one kind of thing in OEM at the factory, and then what the dealers get to replace is more likely just, you know, Americanized stuff like Sylvania and things like that. So we'll see what's in that one. But anyway, original headlight bulb looks like. So take that, Volvo. Alright, well, the new headlights are in, and straight on shot here. And I don't know if you can really see on the video very much, but the headlights are definitely wider in color than the driving light bulbs. You can tell on here, you can see the garage door down at the bottom right there. That's the driving lights and that's the headlights. So I can tell difference. Here we go. Give you a shot at these rear lights I put on the tag. Focus, focus, focus. I'm not going to focus, are you? This camera, I tell you, I think I could have bought a better camera. There you go. So, yeah. Rocking that. Pretty good. Alright, let's take our circuit. Here I still got a coil pack acting up here and there. And I realized when I downloaded the video from last night from the camera, I realized that this camera is focusing in and out a lot. So sorry about that, but I guess that's just what they do. I don't know. Next time I buy a camera, I guess I'll spend more money on one. I can tell a difference with these headlights. They're not earth-shattering, but they do throw more light down the road. I'll try to speed this drive up some this time, because I know it's kind of boring seeing the same thing all over again, but you have to keep the controls the same. You can always depend on in Huntsville. Plenty of traffic. If you're ever want a nice, relaxing drive without a lot of people around you, it's not going to happen in Huntsville. For the life of me, I cannot understand why people want to live so close to one another, right on top of each other, building these houses and they're 25 feet away from each other. Never understood that. Let's do the fog lamps on, off, on, off, the high beams. Make a little entertaining, right? See, when I'm looking in the viewfinder, I can't tell if the focus is going in and out, so it may be doing that all the time through here. And like I said, I apologize. I don't know what to do about that. These headlights. These had, like I said, they had a rebate on them, so $55 originally, which I would never spend on headlight bulbs, but they had a $15 mail-in rebate, so they'll get them for $40. Right behind me. I'm in a hurry. I'm gonna slow down for this turn, because I'm not in a hurry. Do you know how many fucks were given about people in a hurry by me? None. Uncle Phil thought he was going to bottom out. car we just passed right there, that's the one I keep talking about to go. Let's tell you something. My general assessment of people who live in suburbs like this is that they don't have much sense. At least not very much common sense. Okay, we're back. Thanks for riding.